now.
I'm not saying that out loud.
Oh boy. And hello folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you missed that, you missed it. Wow, thanks for the follow. Alright. So, here I am with our lovely guests. Or not so much guests, but our regular ass players here. Let's go and start with the guy next to me. Floki, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Doing good. Doing good.
All right. Pilla, how are you doing?
Doing good. As you know, I'm drawing all of our characters right now.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how that looks.
I'm about to post it in chat, which was why I was about to say something, but then I was like, no. I'm not going to say that without context behind it first. So now I can say what I was going to say. I was about to say, you're all about to see your characters with, like, nothing on. Because I draw the body blocks out first.
La
Okay,
gasp.
I know.
That would
Well,
have been
the only one I didn't really have to worry about at all was Branford, and that's just because I was just like, you know what, I'm going to start and I'm not going to stop.
I mean, I think that's pretty fair with the horse.
It's not just the horse, but yes. Anyways, let me post that in chat for you guys. There you go. Enjoy.
All right. And Dingle, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Had a bit of a busy day today, but overall, very, very satisfied with how everything turned out.
I told you I gave Raven an ass.
Oh my god.
Do you like it?
I love this so far. This is acceptable to me.
Okay, good.
I'm just laughing because it kind of, with the way you have it shaped right now, it looks like he's in this.
He is.
Like he has this corset.
Stride.
Yeah, he's like wearing this corset. It's so funny.
Catwalk stride.
Oh my god, that's great. I love it.
I definitely look pretty.
Just looking off in the dramatic
middle distance.
Dramatic.
Like in the background.
Yeah, you look like I'm
like Arlen's just sat there like, what the fuck is this man doing?
My eye. I need another eye patch.
Don't tempt me. I'll put a second eye patch on it.
And ruin that good eye you have? Nah.
Oh my god.
Blindbeard the pirate.
Congratulations, Floki. You're now a pirate. And anyway, Raven, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a wonderful time this past week.
I'm sure. That's all I can say. I'm sure.
You know,
because I'm Seizo.
If Arlen goes blind in both eyes, could his perception checks be done off of smell? The stench of his sock notwithstanding.
I love how you all assume he's blind.
Hey, no, I said if he goes blind. If it's good.
Would he be able to sniff out his surroundings?
I'm sure he could probably do some negotiation with his spirits or something. After all, he's got how many in his little soul caboodle?
It'll be like echolocation, but with spirits.
Yep.
Oh my god, Marco, follow.
And one just whispers behind you, Polo.
Oh god.
No, it's like in Phasmo. It's like in Phasmo. Just hey.
Ooh, that was good.
That's actually really good.
It's more like just all the souls are screaming constantly, and you just gauge it off of how many vibrations.
How loud?
Yeah.
It's like a dancing rod.
However,
it's close.
That voice is too rough. That one's too smooth.
That one sounds like smooth jazz. Sign me up.
I like jazz.
Sweet, sweet jazz. And also,
right,
everyone hydrate.
Let me save this piece before I lose it.
And this video has been sponsored by water. You need it to live.
Oh my god. Okay, but hear me out. I drew Strahd, right?
Oh.
Oh.
But now with all the characters and their poses, it looks so stupid. He looks so dumb. Hold on, I gotta pause down. Hold on.
Oh my god.
He looks so dead.
Oh, he looks so dead inside. He's like, these are the fools trying to kill me.
These are the fools. He's just like, God put me back in the box. Let me sleep another 100 years.
I don't want to be here anymore. Take me back.
Oh my god.
I will go and say that is.
I'm not changing anything about this piece.
I do like how you have Strahd. This is great. I love it.
Thank you. I still have to. I'm gonna be real with you. I am gonna add Irina to the
Okay.
piece. Just because I keep forgetting she exists. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. We all do. We all do.
Yeah.
The
Speaking
most
of-
important NPC, and we forget she exists.
Speaking of, I have to go and actually build her sidekick character sheet at some point.
Eventually.
All right, I'll make that as a reminder, and then I'll get it done. So yes, who wants to go and do the recap? If
Not it.
if none of you say,
I refuse to do it on account of I'm drawing.
I tried to do it last time. And
all right,
it did not go
Floki,
well.
just
you
left.
BRBing.
Floki abandoned ship. I see. Okay.
And by
Dino,
default,
come on, you're the only one who takes really good notes.
I already said not it.
Please.
I said not it.
Please.
Respect the rule of nose goes.
Please.
Respect the rule of nose goes.
puppy
The
eyes.
fuck is nose goes?
You know when you go nose goes and then
You-
the person who
you
does it
put-
last has to do
You
it?
put-
No,
Yeah,
I've
you
never
put-
I
heard
mean,
this
that's
before.
Floki whenever he gets back. At that
Pillow,
point.
pillow, you put your finger on your nose and you say, and like last person do it, they go.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've been educated.
that is nose goes. Doesn't really work so well when you're all VTubers and you may not have hand functionality.
No.
Someday.
Someday in the future, I will have it.
Someday.
That would be a dream. Would be-
Yep, whenever I can go in, secure my artist for more than 2 minutes, I will have this done.
Imagine having an artist.
Yeah, I know. Imagine actually being able to get your set artist to go in, work on your stuff because he's busy dealing with newfound things such as having a girlfriend and working for a living.
God. Couldn't be me.
I mean,
I-
yeah,
I-
it definitely couldn't be you.
I know. No, God,
I just realized that sounded really bad, but no, that
no, you were correct. It would not be me. You were right. 100%. 100%. No, anyways, fuck it. I guess I can give the recap.
Okay, I got an idea.
Actually,
Each of you
actually-
give a part of the recap.
I actually did not take notes last session. I was gonna watch it on YouTube and take notes again.
Yeah, about
Um,
that, I haven't been putting them up because I've been busy with life.
Yeah, I noticed that they weren't up, so I was just like, oh, okay, well, fuck me, I guess I'll die. So here's what I remember, everybody. And I'm only gonna do the opening part. We had our characters go up to the town and start asking around. after we went to the Vistani camp. Actually, no, hold on. We went to the Vistani camp.
Mhm.
Arlen decided he's gonna start trying to pick a fight with a bunch of like really rowdy people, which goes very poorly. We almost have to fight. Kyria goes in and she grabs him and drags him back. It's very comic. It's a good I would say it's a good break from the doom and gloom that is the Curse of Strahd campaign. So you have Kyria just dragging this grown ass man through the dirt back and forcing him to apologize to them. They find out that the Vistani are rowdy and whipping this one guy because the leader of the camp, his daughter, I think her name was Arabelle, is missing. And without being prompted for it, Kyria, resident kid wrangler, decides to offer the group's services of finding said lost kid because the guy was talking about giving them potions, I guess, to get through the mists so that they could go home. I'm passing the torch off to Dingle.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah,
We
well,
accept the bargain and head back into town, but not before Kyria getting a little investigative, with looking for tracks in the mud and noticing one of them was a little bit different. So head back to town, following the tracks, split up in an attempt to gather information, reconvene, and apparently we've all heard something about a fisherman. So we decide to go investigate the lake. And lo and behold, we see one singular boat on Lake Zerovich, with a fisherman man on it, and a writhing sack. Is always a good sign. The man tosses the sack in, and Branford, in a very quick moment of inspiration, uses vortex warp on the bag to get the child back to shore. Brentford, Raven, and Irina go to return the child, while Kyria and not Floki, Arlen, stay and just observe the man, seeing if he's going to do any other strange actions. Return the child, and to say that we will return with the full group to discuss the reward, and we reconvene. And now somebody else continue.
Raven.
All right, good.
Okay.
I'll go ahead. During that wait time, Kyria and Arlen have kind of a heart-to-heart about justice and the way that sentences should be carried out before they finally pull him back from the boat, take him into town, and the lack of a better term, high guard takes the old man and tell them that they can't leave town because of the chance that they could have been quote unquote kidnapping him. And that's as much as I remember.
That basically was the end of the thing, so you're pretty accurate there. That was what I had for my notes. Oh yeah, there was one other thing. Raven got messages from some kind of demonic entity. Not sure which one. That his one of his targets is in the church, and found said target.
Yes, it still stumbles him which one it could be, and he's scared.
Yes. Yes. Hey, kiddo. Okay, so I'll let you guys go from where do you guys want to go? The man has taken said man away, said fisherman away, and is confirming stuff. What do you want to do?
From last I remember, we were just gonna go chill in the inn.
Okay. Do you guys want me to go and take you to the inn map, or do you just want to go in theater of the mind this stuff?
I think just the reminder is fine.
Okay.
personally.
Theater of the mind is perfectly great. So yeah, you guys make it back to the inn. Okay, that was weird. But yeah, go ahead. You guys are at the inn.
Arlen's gonna move over and just take his usual seat.
Okay.
Order a lunch without
All right.
Wolf.
Okay. Sans Wolf. All right. Let's see here. What will be in the meal today? You have some. You have a little bit of beef and some quail eggs. Hard-boiled quail eggs.
Always better than Wolf.
Wolf's a delicacy.
Wolf is an acquired taste.
Except in Barovia, Wolf is normal. But yes, so there's your meal for today. For the lunch. Some bread, some meat, and yeah. All right, so what about the rest of you?
I think Brainford would also just go and sit down
Okay.
at the table and just sort of like relax and like decompress. And just, I mean, just still somewhat thinking of what like the guardsman could possibly be talking about. He was a bit weird looking with a freaky arm.
Got it.
So yeah, just thinking on the situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Raven's gonna do the same. He's gonna take a seat between Brentford and Arlen, and also have something to eat. Probably Wolf, but
Probably
if
Wolf.
yeah, yeah, but he's also gonna have a mug of alcohol or beer.
Okay.
You know, the alcoholic can't
Mhm.
live without his
Yeah.
alcohol.
You can't go anywhere without it.
Man, getting day drunk.
I get drunk, just having one drink. For now.
We also
For now. For now. All right.
It's always for now. But he's and while he waits for his food and also eating food, he in his mind he ponders of how he's gonna deal with the his target. What he should do with him. And
So, Branford.
Thank-
Hmm?
You see Irina tap on your shoulder. If
Yes.
you're not busy today, could you teach me some of that magic of yours?
I suppose so. I thought
Excellent.
you would be taking up lessons with Arlen, as said before at the winery.
Oh.
But I suppose.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I can deal with. I don't remember who we were doing it with, but I remember she was very interested in your spells.
Right.
All right. So yeah. So scratch that. She goes and taps on Arlen and says, "Arlen, I would like to go and do some lessons today, if possible."
Okay. He
All right.
just kind of throws another egg down his throat.
We just watch him gobble it whole like a snake.
Yeah, I just had the like briefest mental flicker of like actual imagery, and it was just Arlen opening his mouth and the egg just going perfectly down the middle, just
Oh my god, thanks
Wait,
for the
it's a
image.
quail egg.
You're right, it is a quail egg, it's very small.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at her, eat, then we'll do some training. Can't train on an empty stomach.
Of course. And she goes and eats her food quietly. So. Pillow, before I cut you off. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's okay. I was just gonna have Kyria, just take a seat. I'm assuming probably in between Irina and Branford, and get herself something to eat as well. Yes, it will probably be Wolf.
Look,
Oh, wolf.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
did you want wolf or not? Sorry.
Yes, I said it would probably be Wolf.
Okay. So you get some lovely wolf chops with a biscuit and some mashed potatoes.
Ooh, fancy. All right. My girl's eating good today.
And anyone else who asks for wolf is getting that same dish. Because that's what they're cooking today.
That's what they're cooking every day. Wolf. It's what's for dinner.
And breakfast and lunch.
Wolf. It's what's for dessert.
I'm not gonna touch that one.
All right. I gotta AFK for a second. I have to go and change my
Oh.
son. So
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
little DM made a mess.
Yes, little DMs did make a mess. There's lots of D20s all over the place now.
Ugh. Ugh.
No. Don't worry about
I
it.
don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I do not like that.
It's fine. All right. I will be right back.
Are we allowed to free action talk amongst ourselves?
Yes.
Sweet. All right, gentlemen, don't be too too hasty all at once.
There was like a second of silence.
Oh, I know. Please. Let me have it.
But it was deafening.
It was. All right, anyways. Kind of awkward because Curious sat next to Irina and Penguin's away.
Don't address
Ah,
her.
We just pretend she's not there.
Like the rest of the campaign.
True.
hey, Wong.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The most important NPC we've met so far. And we're forgetting she exists. At least it's
Doing
not the
stuff.
winery again where we were just like, oh yeah, no, we just
We left
oops.
her.
Oops. No, fuck it. I think Carrie's just gonna like sit there and kind of like get through the wolf steak, probably mutter a few choice things under her breath about it. Probably every now and again enviously eye Arlen's dick for like sighing and then just focusing on the potatoes and the bread and all that good shit.
There's a reason why Branford only orders bread.
Beardy was just
A
vegetarian.
man can only survive off of bread for so long.
Yeah.
And cheese.
And
It's,
wine.
no. Okay.
Would you like some cheese to go with that wine, sir?
Quite fancy.
No,
Yeah. But Raven is like, if he's gonna drink, he has to have like food in his system. Otherwise, he becomes worse than he normally is when drinking.
I was about to say, isn't there? I don't think I've ever seen him not get drunk when drinking.
I mean, he gets drunk, but like, he's not bum drunk. Like he drinks when there's like, you know, a party or after, we almost end up dying, and
Mhm.
kind of want to forget about it, but
To
now
cope.
can no longer. Yep, to cope. Yep, and,
Drinks
and
that copium.
but now can no longer sleep because he gets nightmares. No nightmares for him. He doesn't sleep, but he gets his full rest.
Alrighty. I am back.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
Alrighty. So so yes. Let's see. What do you guys want? What are you guys doing right now? I guess. Let me catch me up to speed.
All basically just finishing our meals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that happened. I forgot.
Okay.
But when Arlen finishes his, he'll stand up and look to Irina. I'll be out front when you're ready. Walk out.
All right. She finishes up quickly and walks out after Arlen.
We'll kind of move over the large area. Stand off to the side so they're not in anybody's way. And pull his sword and look at her. Are you ready?
And she pulls out hers and says, "Of course."
Come at me like you mean it. And he'll take up a guard. Front guard.
Okay. And she starts swinging.
He'll either deflect or dodge out the way of each one.
Okay.
Is there anything of note with her stance or swings?
That she's actually trained.
Okay.
She does know how to swing a sword.
He's gonna continue watching her while he does this for a bit. Bring your arm in. Less shoulder, more arm.
Okie dokie.
Basically giving her little tips here and there. Attempting to like show he sees she's trained, but try to like improve on little bits he sees that here and there.
Okie dokie. All right, and we'll just go and do that training montage.
Training montage.
Yes, training montage. So what the rest of you guys are doing?
I think Brentford's just going to like, I don't know, somewhat just pace a little bit, because he's very worried about this situation, and he's never really gotten in trouble with any sort of like authority before. So this is something that's nagging at him,
Right.
and he's just sort of like muttering to himself, just like worriedly like doing like things with his hands, just nervous.
Okay.
Is he pacing around the room proper, or is he just pacing back and forth near where he was seated a moment ago?
I'd say back and forth where he was. He's not taking up like too much. He's not wandering around too much. Still near the table.
Okay.
Okay, Kira'd probably be watching him, like, kind of worried looking. Not saying anything just yet, just kind of trying to see what he's doing more than anything.
Well, you see that he's worriedly pacing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, really.
I think eventually she's gonna ask him, or she's gonna brain work with me here. I feel like if she sees him pacing for long enough, she will probably like pause. Like mentally pause, I mean. Kind of probably reach out a little, and if he's close enough in terms of like distance, probably reach for like his sleeve, kind of like pull on it.
Yes.
And she's gonna just kind of like look at him with that concerned expression again, and then just kind of like move her hand between him and her, and just kind of go, is there something you need to talk about?
Well, it's not really important.
She's gonna frown more.
It's I've never gotten in trouble before, and this is very concerning. I I do not do any wrongdoings usually. I follow the law very, very well. So the fact that we were caught doing something is incredibly, incredibly, incredibly concerning and worrying. And I've never been in trouble before.
Kiri's just gonna frown and kind of look to the side for a moment before again reaching out for his sleeve and just kind of gently patting at it. And then just offering him like a very, very weak kind of smile and going, I don't think we're going to be in trouble. We didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, you're right. It was the right thing to do, but looking at it from without context makes it seem very, very bad. But you're right. Once we explain everything, it should be fine. Yes, should be fine. And just sort of like exhales and just sits back down. Just tries to, calm his nerves. Just tries to, stop pacing.
And after he sits back down, she's probably going to reach for him and pat at his sleeve again.
Thank you.
She'll nod and smile and just continue to pat at his sleeve.
Okay. Alrighty, so Raven, what are you up to? You've been very quiet for a rambunctious day drinker.
Only one mug, but after Raven finished his meal, he took out his book and was just meditating, zoning out a little bit, and just trying to come up with a solution or a plan to deal with the target in church that he has to deal with. And so far, he's clueless on how he'll go about it. Obviously, he will carry out when there's no one around, but timing-wise, doesn't know when.
Okie dokie. Okay, so after a let's say another hour, what is his name? What? Ezek, thank you. Ezek shows back up. I have confirmed your story. You are free to leave. You are free to go as you wish. And Kyria, you see that Ezek stares at Raven longer than everyone else. For whatever reason, and you don't quite know why.
I mean, I feel like she would probably be like as after noticing that, she might make it clear that she can tell he's staring at Raven by glancing, like obviously glancing between him and Raven, and then him and Raven, and then him and Raven a couple times, just to make it clear that she can tell he's looking.
Right. And he goes and blinks and goes off
Oh my goodness.
with his demon hand, or his devil hand, clenching and unclenching. The colors strangely like ravens.
Oh, okay. After he leaves, she's just gonna look between Branford and Raven, and then just kind of sigh. Like, and we're not in trouble.
Yet.
I mean, she doesn't know that.
Well, we're not in trouble here at the moment.
Yes. At this current time, you are fine.
Branford gets up, just like sort of like wipes the singular droplet of sweat that he had and prestidigitated away, and just lets out a sigh. Well, if that's the case, I believe we have business with the head of the Vistani camp nearby. We have to discuss a reward.
Okay, would nod. And then motion towards the exit. To the inn. And go, she'd go, well then we have to collect Irina and Arlen.
Yes, we'll get them on our way out. I imagine we do so. We just sort of like
Yep.
wave them down.
Yep. You can easily do that.
You know, we kind of side there. They're going at it pretty strongly.
Yeah, they're doing very good. She's actually keeping up with him quite well. But you don't see Arlen really being aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys start after the combat has been done. You guys are able just to go and walk on over. Guards let you through. And yeah. You guys get to go to the to the Vistani camp.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Here, let me go and actually move you guys to the Vistani camp. Boop-a-doo. Yes, you guys are moving to the Vistani camp. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Batman transition.
Yes. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright.
You're about
Sorry, since you did the Batman thing, I had to.
Fair enough. So
Alright.
yeah, arrive back. You sort of look for Luvash and Argal. More so, Luvash.
Yes. You hear lots of music and cheers and dancing. Coming from inside the tents. Let's see. Do I have a good one here? Maybe this one. No. Give me 1 second to go and find a good Some good jig music. Alrighty. Do.
Spectrum Business is the no-nonsense way.
Ads. Alright. So, you can continue on. There we go. There you go. For everyone who's not actually in the chat, here you guys go. This is the music that's being played right now.
Just sort of like surprisingly like turn to Kyria. They sound rather jovial.
You would nod. Seem to relax a little. They do.
It's better that they're in good spirits.
All right.
She would.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, she would nod in agreement and just kind of probably start tapping her foot in time with the music.
Okay. So as you guys walk into the tent and just into the area around, you see lots of the Vistani men and women just dancing around. There are men who are tapping on barrels and clacking wooden tankards as they go and continue to drink more wine. Inside the tent, however, you guys see Luvash Ergol. Luvash with his daughter on one of his shoulders, hooting and hollering, as well as Ergol dancing with a Vistani woman, and the band playing inside. Let's see. As you guys are walking in, Arabelle notices you and taps on her father's shoulder. And he says, "Ah, the people of the hour! Thank you for bringing my girl home!" And there is a loud, hearty cheer from everybody. And yeah, what do you guys do?
I think at the reception, Brentford just waves, smiles, and bows a little bit, very nobly.
Arlen just clenches his fists, biting his tongue.
I think Kyria would probably just smile and wave to them.
Raven will probably do the same. Wave and smile.
Okay. Alright, so... Come in! And you see that for Raven, you see a Vistani woman take your hand and start dancing with you. Or trying to dance with you. If you don't let it happen, it just passes by.
I held dance for her. Raven won't decline a woman to dance.
Okay. Arlen, something similar happens with you.
kind of. Sorry, what happened again?
So another Vistani woman is so the people are dancing, and there are some men and women that are taking your or trying to include you into the dancing and for you to partake.
Arlen kind of waves him off. I don't dance. Not that kind of bard.
All right. Should
No,
She-
well, that's a lie.
yes, we've seen your moves on the dance floor. So she grabs Irina instead, and they go dancing around nearby the tent. So the other two of you, what do you guys want to do?
I think Brentford knows some etiquette enough to not try not to interrupt a festivity, and not like immediately head to somebody. So just sort of like stands off to the side, not really dancing, just sort of observing, and when an opportune moment like arises, will like either like signal over Luvash or head over to him to discuss any sort of payment, since that was here. But before that, you just mostly enjoying the festivity somewhat, because it's very different than everything else that's been here. There's never really been anything this joyous. So it's, a welcome change.
Okay.
I think Kyria would just be watching as people danced.
Okay. All right. So as you guys go and dance, or as everyone else dances, Irina comes by and says, Kyria, you want to go and join in? And offers a hand.
Kyria would probably look down for a moment to her hand and then go, but I'm not good at dancing.
It doesn't matter. It's about having fun.
Just kind of looks down for a moment for kind of just like you can kind of see how she's like reaching but then kind of pulling back, but then reaching, but then pulling back, but then reaching, but then pulling back. Like it's clear she's conflicted on yes, go, and no, don't.
Give me 1 second here. Boop. Okay, she just grabs your hand and pulls you up and and drags you into the dancing circles. Would you like to make a performance check?
Oh God. Sure. Sure.
You get
we'll do
advantage because she's assisting you.
Oh, nice. Performance. Performance is one of the skills I have proficiency in. All right. 21.
Says the bird that thinks she has 2 left feet. You do wonderfully. You stumble at first, but as you start like not listening to your own doubts and get into the music, into the beats. You can go and dictate how it goes.
I guess, as she starts actually just kind of ignoring the crippling fear of messing up or stepping on somebody's feet or accidentally clawing someone with her little, well, not so little, accidentally clawing someone with her talons, she eventually gets kind of into the groove and moving along with the beat, I guess. So she's got like a hop in her step as she's dancing around with Irina. She's probably laughing and smiling and actually having some fun.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on. After about another half hour to an hour, the dancing. There's a break in the dancing as people go and drink and relax. You see Lavash sit down and next to you, Branford.
Quite the celebration you have going on here.
It is a good day when your daughter comes back alive.
I can't possibly imagine, as I'm not a parent.
You may one of these days.
Perhaps. But I'm very happy to hear that you're doing well. And that she is doing well as well.
All right. I believe we have business to discuss.
Yes, correct. My group for that reason. At your earliest convenience.
We can discuss this now. What is it that you want?
Well, you have previously mentioned these potions are able to bring one out of Barovia.
Ah, yes. I will be quite frank and honest with you. That's a lord of horse piss.
Pardon?
The potions. They're literally and figuratively horse piss.
A look of just shock and disgust. Oh.
They don't
Oh.
work.
I see. So, you're saying the only real way out is as only allowed by the Lord. Present.
Yes, there are times that we can smuggle a person out, but it is not going to be possible for you. Or I should say, her. And he points to your red-headed companion.
What do you mean?
She is cursed. One could say marked by death by this place. I don't really know too much more, but people with red hair here suffer terrible fates.
Well, if the case is that those potions are not what we originally sought after, is there any other form of payment you're willing to offer?
Yes, I can offer you a reward from our treasure wagon.
Treasure wagon.
Yes, yes, it's what we use to go and sell various goods. Or perhaps, if you need something from the other side of the fog, we might be able to get that for you. This would be one time. Traveling through back and forth is not a very easy nor fun task. But it is our task. It's okay.
I will say, just as a heads up, your mic's a little wonky.
It might just be because I am having to go and divide my attention to my son and not speaking directly at it.
Gotcha.
All right, so. But yes, did you get all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if it's more difficult to get something from outside of Barovia, perhaps looking at what you have currently here might be better.
As you wish. Let me grab my book, and I need to go and probably get a pacifier for my son, so give me 1 second.
Alrighty. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't think of anything from outside of Barovia that we could have gotten.
Fair.
Okay, I am back. So give me a second to open up the page here. And we will go to that wagon. Here we go. Alright, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lavash calls for Ariel, and they both walk you out to the wagon, and they both pull out a key and they open it up. There are
I
two
will
locks on it, by the way.
Yeah, I will say, Branford would have gathered everybody else because, you know, this is a group reward. Want to have everybody included,
Okay.
just to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
Got it. Okay. So inside the wagon, you see a wooden chest, an iron chest, an onyx jewelry box with gold filigree, a wooden throne with gold inlay and decorative stones, a rolled up rug with an exquisite unicorn motif, and a small wooden box containing 12 stoppered gourds. Lavash says, "Ignore the gourds."
Right. Branford just sort of like looks back, gauging people's interests.
I feel like Kiri would probably just kind of look around for a second before just kind of squinting and not seeming like she understands the significance of the items.
And we're only allowed to pick one object? Is
You
that
can
correct?
only pick one.
So we better make it count. Right, well, personally, the thing that jumps out to my fancy is the onyx box there.
Okay. Is that what you wish?
If there are no objections, looks at the group.
I was between that and the rug.
To be honest, I'm not sure exactly what we could do with that. Plus, it's a bit garish.
I trust your judgment on which one you think would benefit us the most.
Well, I don't know about benefit. I'm just curious about what's in it. Plus, I like the design of it.
There.
I mean, that is a nice design, so I don't blame you.
All right, we have made our decision. The onyx box there.
As you wish. So he grabs the onyx box and hands it to you.
It's locked, and you have to buy the key. No.
That's DLC quest. How did you know?
DLC content. I have to slip the dungeon master $5 real to open this box.
Hey, pal.
Loot boxes, man. I swear. Anyways, what is in it?
So the contents of this box are 6 pieces of jewelry and a crystal vial with some liquid in it.
What kind of jewelry?
There is a necklace, a ring, a bracelet, a matching pair of ankhs, and some earrings.
Renford quirks an eyebrow and just sort of takes the ring and slips it on.
Okay.
Is it of like fine make?
You think it's worth a decent amount of money?
Oh, excellent. It just sort of like looks at the glass container. Luvash, pardon. Do you know what is in this?
I do not know.
Oh.
Errol, do you know? Nope.
Well, I'm sure we will find out.
Yes, yes. Put on the random ring you know nothing about.
It's jewelry.
And we find out it's the one ring to rule them all. No.
Well, if that were the case, then he would have been visible the moment he put it on.
This is true. It's like this is Strahd's one ring to rule them all.
There's
Invisibility
no
not
volcanoes
included.
in Barovia. What do we do?
We put it in the sock.
Oh my god.
The sock will dissolve it.
The sock is the answer.
The sock is the answer.
The 1 and 2 answer of all.
Look, there are so many bacteria building colonies on that sock that I am sure they have figured out nuclear fusion and fission, and we can just drop it in a bacterium's nuclear reactor.
It'll
Nuke it.
go in seconds.
Nuke it.
The bacteria is officially more technically advanced than we are.
It is.
Yeah.
In
is
fact,
why
it's already
Arlen
had
never
its
gets
first
sick.
apocalypse. And
It's
that's
already
why the
living-
sock has Fallout 76 already. No.
It's already going into quote unquote space travel, space colonization.
Yes,
God.
it's climbing up Arlen's leg. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh god.
I mean, you guys don't know he doesn't scrape it off every night.
Oh my god, we're just
Great.
making this worse. The boldly go where no bacteria has gone before. I'm not gonna lie. If I knew this sock joke was gonna happen, you would have gotten a completely different dark power. But anyway,
Oh my God.
we're going to go away from that now. But anyway, so what do you guys want to do?
Mm. I mean, did Arlen actually say that out loud, or was that Floki?
That was all out of character.
I was about to say.
I don't know. Did it look obviously evil, malicious? Roll an
First,
insight check
maybe?
on the ring. I don't know.
Okay, go for it.
I wasn't serious, but alright. Insight on a ring is just an appraisal.
Yep.
Ring is made of ring.
The ring is made of ring.
You think this is a really fancy ring? It's really fancy to you. You think it might be worth anywhere between 50 to, actually no, like 100 to 1,000 gold.
Definitely taking it off now.
He's a walking bank.
I mean, that's who he was before.
Or should I say, a trotting bank?
Oh my
There you
God.
go. You're not wrong.
They see me
Well,
trotting, they hating.
well.
Anyways. Unless anybody else wants to grab anything from the box, Brentford just slowly closes it.
What else was in there?
What's it? Wells.
There was the ring, which Brentford's now wearing. There was a necklace, a bracelet, 2 onks, I believe he
Yep.
said.
2
And
onks and a pair of earrings.
pair of earrings. And a bottle of mysterious liquid.
What's the
Let's
2
grab
onks?
the onks.
What's the wait? What onks? I have no idea what those. What those
Onks are the Egyptian cross with the circle on the top.
are. Yeah, we can pronounce all that.
Arlen's gonna grab those and kind of look at them closer. See if there's anything to them, any writing or anything noticeable.
You notice that they're gold, and there is silver inlaid into it. These could be holy symbols from a distant, far-off land. And there you go, Raven. The Ankh, if you really want to go and look at it.
Yeah. I know what it is. I just didn't know it was called pronounced like that.
Ink.
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 Arlen will put them back. He doesn't have.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, Brentford just closes it in the box and nods to both Luvash and Nargle.
They go and lock up the wagon, and and Luvash says, "Thank you for your assistance once again."
But of course.
He offers his hand and also says, "I wish I could help you otherwise."
Brentford takes it.
He gives you a good hearty shake and says that you are welcome guests to the Vistani camp. And and goes back to his daughter.
Right then.
Assuming with that we are just watching them walk away.
Yep. Unless you want something else.
I don't think Kyria has it in her for a round 2 dance, so
Alright.
well, she, I guess, just looks between the members of the group and then kind of starts looking around more, a little confused.
Right. Where to next? Suppose. There's one of the few places that we have yet to go to was Kresk.
Hmm. Do we have anything to take care of there?
Well, I believe it was stated that it would be easier, or rather, the farthest location away from Castle Ravenloft for Lady Koliana's safety.
Probably our best course of action.
Thank you. He's just gonna nod. And then look between the group and go, do we have enough supplies to make the trip over there?
Arlen's gonna for a moment. I think. Should have enough. Rations.
Mr. Penguin, about what time is it in the day?
It is about 1, 2-ish in the afternoon.
Would we, from estimation, would we be able to get to Kresk? Well, it's still quote unquote daylight. There's no light, but there's no sun. But you know, during the light hours.
Quote unquote daytime.
Yes.
During the quote-unquote daytime. I mean, I think you would go and get about halfway there before it got dark.
Alright. Perhaps it'd be best to leave in the morning. if we have the most day whilst traveling.
Kyria nods, kind of motions in Brainford's direction, and goes, "That sounds like a good idea."
So I do have that order.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still have like another day on, I think.
I think it would be the next IC day you'd get it, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
You should be getting it actually tomorrow.
No, alright.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
works out perfectly.
Nice.
Cool. Alright. So yeah.
I think at this point, Kyria might just kind of motion in a exaggerated kind of showman gesture of, "Shall we make our way to the inn?"
I don't see why not.
Could explore town. Those are our options.
That is true.
Raven wags his tail a little bit and says, "To the end we go." At least that's where I'm going.
Well, let's at least head back to town. And as leaving, just sort of like wave off to anybody, mainly, Argol and Luash. Just a big wave and head off in that direction.
Okay. So you guys walk back into town, and you guys are going back to the inn, or
Whilst walking, I forget. Did Arlen mention when we were looking for the trail of the boots? Did he
Mhm.
mention the wagon?
No, he has not mentioned the wagon. Only him and Irina know about it right now.
Okay, just making sure.
He
Never
didn't
mind then.
see it as import enough.
Never mind.
okay.
I know, unless somebody else from the party decides to make a break for it and go somewhere else, Kyria would just head to the inn with the others.
I'll be right back.
No, Raven just plans on going to the inn.
I mean, if you got a whole day, I imagine Brainford will stay at the inn for a little bit, then maybe just walk around town.
As if Kyria would let him walk by himself.
Never said she wasn't welcome.
Hey, I'm not saying she's not welcome.
There you go.
Okay, so where are you guys going?
Kyria's just following Brainford.
That's why I'm asking. So where are you going?
I don't know. Just can you pull up the town map
Sure thing.
so I can draw possibly a path?
Sure. Give me
I was gonna say-
1 second.
Theater of the mind, very difficult for someone who can't imagine things.
Boop, 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 do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
Alright.
do. There you go.
Oh, I erased that.
Let's go and clear the map really quick.
I got. I went to.
I was just gonna move people out of the way.
I mean, well, I mean, I just wanted to. If we're starting at the end,
Yep.
right? That's the assume. So if we're starting at the end, Just sort of like, I don't know, meander. walk
There's lots of good
around.
roads around.
Oh yeah, there's a courtyard.
Sort
of, I don't No, not like that. It's not letting me erase my lines.
You want me to erase it?
Yeah, erase that.
Oop, there you go.
I don't know. Just sort of there, just like I don't know, just kind of exploring a little bit. I think that's actually a dead end. Ignore that. But
I mean, if it's a dead end, you can always turn around and go
that
the
is
other way.
true. That's true. I don't know. Just sort of ending up back here.
Oh my, that's a.
I don't know, just walking, just exploring.
I
Maria
know,
and
I'm
Brentford are
looking.
going on a whirlwind adventure, and I'm here for it.
Yes, I'm seeing this. Yep, yep. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Wow. Okay, I see.
Just exploring.
Yes, I know. I know. I understand.
Sometimes you walk. When you walking.
When you're walking and you're talking. Okay. So. Yes. Alright. So you guys are walking past. You walk past your tailor. So when you're over here, you walk past your tailor, and you go up the streets and see lots of residential area. And you meander around. You go and see some posters that say today Festival of the Burning Sun. All attendance is mandatory. All will be well.
Brentford just like squints at it. That's odd. Didn't we have that one a while ago?
Kiria's gonna look at the poster and then bring her hand up to her chin and thought, I think, wasn't that the one that they were holding when we...
First arrived.
Yes.
Must not be a very creative type.
Or perhaps it's celebrated more than one?
Unsure. It's a very odd place.
And
It's a silly place.
Kiria's gonna nod.
Alright, so as you guys continue to mosey on, you see another festival sign that says Festival of the Red Witch's Death.
That's a new one.
Mm-hmm. Attendance is mandatory. All will be well.
Is that also free today?
That might have been a poster that people forgot to take down.
One of them's different.
Yeah, one of them is different.
One of them's wrong.
Yep.
It seems these people care about these posters just as much as they care about the actual festivals.
Kiria's gonna smirk. I was gonna pause, kind of lean forward and read the poster. All will be well. She kind of grimaces at that. Before looking back over to Branford and offering him a slight shrug. I sure do like festivals.
At least the Burgomaster seems to.
Yeah. I
It's
think
not-
I know. Huh?
Sorry, go on.
I think Carrie would raise her hand and just be like, I think I know a festival they'd all enjoy.
Just quirks the brow.
She kind of puts her hands together as if she's laying out a canvas or, you know, showing a poster to someone, and she just goes, the festival of all the wine we brought back, where they sit there and drink it.
Well, to be fair, that already happened.
Exactly. I didn't see anyone complaining.
No. No, they did not. Perhaps they might enjoy the festivals more with drink in hand.
Like a wine tasting?
No, just drinking in general.
Eh.
It's the usual cause of merriment.
I can't remember a day in the tavern that didn't go by without somebody getting rowdy with a drink in hand.
Do not go to such places very often, so I would not be one to know.
If you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Understood. This is being said while walking.
Yes, I understand. So whereabouts are you guys now?
I think we're like here. Oop, I'm still in draw mode accidentally. I think we're like here.
Okay. So you pass by several residential areas. You see some really... You saw... Yeah. You see a really nice house right over this way. And, yeah. Apart from that, you don't really see anything too exciting at this current moment.
Fair enough. Sort of continue on. Idle chatter.
Yes. Let's see. Boop. Okay.
Concern.jpg.
Interesting. Okay.
Concern.jpg.
Branford and Kyria.
Yeah.
You guys see some children playing. And, they're kicking what looks to go and be a, some kind of, ball, it looks like. It's like it's like in the shape of like it's like a sack that's, filled, and they're kicking it and, throwing it back and forth. The ball comes towards you guys. And, what do you guys do? The kids are asking for you to kick it back or throw it back to them.
Ariel
Um,
looks over to Branford.
Old Branford, of course. Kicks it back.
When you kick it, it doesn't feel like a ball. In fact, when you kick it back, you see what looks to go and be a head. Rolling back
Oh.
to the kids. And let's see. I need a D5. Slash roll D5. Interesting. So as it stops rolling, its dead eyes look back at you. You recognize it for who it is. It's Irina.
What?
Her red hair covering up part of her face, but the one dead eye staring back at you.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
Branford just sort of like it's very tough to take his eyes off of it, but just very like slowly turns to Kyria. Still like it's again very difficult to break eye contact. I don't think he does, and just says to Kyria, "Kyria, do you see that?"
The tone that Branford takes immediately puts Kyria on edge. And she like looks over towards the ball. Is it still looking like a head?
Oh, it looks like a head to you right now.
Okay. Uh, does my passive perception of 16 allow me to see anything off about it?
As you go and start looking at it, the kids kick it, and it's once again a ball.
Kyria's gonna blink a few times and shake her head. Go back to squinting at it. Is it still a ball?
Yes, it is indeed still a ball.
She just looks over towards Branford and kind of points off in the direction of the kids with the ball and goes, It it it's it's
It was you. I
she just kind of makes like a circle motion with her hands and then just kind of squints.
They look at you questioningly. What, miss?
She's gonna shake her head and like she's gonna motion over to the kids and just be like, kick it over here.
Okay, they kick it back over to you.
Kyria's gonna stop it with her foot. Is it still a ball?
When you look at it, you just see the dead eyes of Irina looking back up at you. How
Kyria's
could
going
you
to
let this happen?
hold her breath And just very slowly reach over for Branford's sleeve.
You killed me.
And she's gonna grip at his sleeve.
Branford kicks it away.
And it's back
Like,
to being
real
a ball.
hard.
And the kids go and say, "Hey!" And they run after their ball. This happens around here.
Cool.
I think Kyria's just gonna start trying to drag Branford away by his sleeve.
Oh, you don't have to drag very hard. Branford is going to try to, like, he's heading back to the inn because he's like,
Give me 1 second. BRB.
yeah, no worries. He is one, just dumbfounded by that whole event. Two, just dumbfounded and mortified. Three, concerned for Irina's well-being. So, going back to the last place we saw her, which was the inn, main priority. Main priority.
Yeah, Kyria's gonna be completely and totally thrown off by that. She's just gonna be having an extremely hard time focusing.
Yeah, when Pim was saying up the thing, I knew where this is going.
Alright, I am back.
We are hurriedly and concernedly heading back to the inn where we assume Irina is.
Okay. So, you guys start hurrying back, and it starts to rain. Lightning can be heard. Doosh, doosh.
Ka-chow.
Pachow. Yes. It's raining quite heavily, and puddles are forming in the water. Kyria,
Yep.
you see dark reflections.
Well, Kyria's still holding on to Branford's sleeve.
You see dark and darker reflections. This time, not of Branford, not of Irina, not of Raven or Arlen, but of you. And with a knife. A blood-stained knife. Smiling wickedly. You hurry back. I will go and say make a athletics check.
Alrighty. Acrobatics, you mean?
Athletics.
Athletics. There it is. Ugh. A 13.
Okay. You do not trip in the puddles and mud.
The puds.
Yep, in the puds. What about you, Branford?
Oh, I have to do as well?
Yeah. It's worse for a horse.
How?
You could twist an ankle in the mud.
I thought these were cobblestone streets. But... Hey.
Okay. You're fine.
Branford doing better than Kyria.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, yes.
It's the fear.
Yes. So you run back, and what you see is Irina sitting inside, having a cup of tea. Oh, you're back already. That was quick. Is everything alright? It looks like you've seen a ghost.
It started to rain. So
Little pig.
Head back here.
Yeah.
Julia raises her hand up from Branford's sleeve and just goes, "And I started feeling sick, so I am going to go upstairs now."
Okay.
I'm also feeling not well. I shall retire henceforth.
Okay. Alright. I hope you both feel better. Should I ask him to send up some tea?
No, it's all right. If we need anything, we're asking for it ourselves. Thank you.
Okay. And she goes and drinks her tea. Give me 1 second. I have to go and change my son again.
All good.
Oh, Arlen would be sitting there working on in his usual spot, working on his sword, cleaning it. Proper
Any more
maintenance
than
is
he
key.
cleans his socks.
Hey, the sword will save his life. The socks are ancillary.
The sword can save his life. The socks will take his life.
The socks are a bioweapon, all right? If I cleaned them, it wouldn't be effective.
Two walking bioweapons. When will they go off? Who knows?
And it might, due to technical and sentience of the things on the sock, it might be considered a genocide if he cleaned it. I think it's a protected reserve at this
Oh my
point.
god. Protective, oh my god. Damn. Mm. I mean, and Raven's probably like, drinking. But not heavy drinking, just like, just casually. There's like, just no need to drown himself in alcohol for the moment.
Uh, yep.
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 Mm-hmm.
No, this is the moment.
Is it?
Is the moment?
This is the moment.
It's the moment.
It has been done.
1, 2, 3. You only got 3 ones, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 20s.
Yes. Positive.
What?
Eh?
Crimson Black Blade, King of Mirror Worlds.
Explosion.
The web. I'm not even gonna try to say the word. Never mind. What's
I
up?
think you got the reference.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Explosion.
Explosion! What's with this explosion?
That wasn't me. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. I mean, out of nowhere.
I mean, the way to go and do that is as at the bottom, you just click that tab and you can go and change to whatever you have assigned to you. So you can actually change yourself to Kyria if you want to, and it will change the name on your
Name and token.
your name. Well, even the name on your name bar.
Yep.
And also change your portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Fun facts, the more you know. Alright, so... So what has happened since I was changing a diaper?
Just joking around.
Yeah. Basically, Arlen's sitting there in his usual spot cleaning his weapon.
Okie dokie.
Yep. And Raven's next to him. Well, not next to him because the fear of the socks. He's on the other side of the table. He's just like casually drinking, not heavy, not doing heavy drinking, just casual. He doesn't want to drown himself in alcohol yet.
Okay. So you're just gonna keep drowning yourself in alcohol?
No, it's casually drinking. It's like he's not like going mug after mug or anything. He's just like pacing himself.
Okay. So you're pacing yourself getting drunk. Got it.
Yeah, more or less.
Got it. Okay. So Irina is just drinking tea and having a good time. Well, a kind of a good time. Is more concerned about the two that are hiding upstairs. So that being said, how are you guys doing? What are you guys doing up there?
I think Kyria would have just like plopped down onto the bed immediately.
I think Brentford just would have like collapsed. Just kind of like obviously prestidigitate all the water off and whatnot
Mm-hmm.
off of both him and Kyria,
Oh,
Okay, of course.
and just lets a really big sigh that Irina's all right, and just kind of like looks at Kyria. What happened? What do you think caused that?
Kyria's gonna frown and then kind of look towards the window and then shudder and go, I have an idea.
What?
gonna motion with her hand towards the floor. And then go, when we were walking, she's gonna pause and kind of roll her hands. She's searching for the words here. She's struggling. She's trying to figure out how to explain this in a way that doesn't make her sound crazy. But then she remembers that doesn't matter. So she stops rolling her hand. That she stops that motion. She just like shakes her head, kind of brings her hands up to her cheeks and pats at them and goes, "Okay, when we were walking, running, whatever it was we were doing, scurrying along, in the puddles, I kept seeing myself, but it wasn't me."
It wasn't you.
No, it wasn't me.
Then who was it?
She's gonna motion towards the window and go, "How many times have I had problems with water, Branford?"
Ah. Right. Good. Good gravy. No, he doesn't say good gravy. What am I saying?
Holy
Good
horsicles!
I can
Zoinks! Jinkies!
Blasted barnacles, mermaid man.
Anyways, no, he just goes, oh, goodness. So, anytime it rains here. Oh, no. Brenter's just in thought. He just looks at Kyria.
Kyria's just gonna kind of grip her hands a little and roll onto the bed slightly and just bury her face in it. Oh, I'm being rewarded for updating my character sheet. Huzzah! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break character there. Just thanks.
You're welcome.
I mean, that's been in her sheet since
well attack.
no, yes, kind of. Like right after the well attack, yes, I did put in she was starting to fear water. It wasn't until the second time that the water thing tried to fuck with her that I put in she's starting to fear water. That's also why she kind of hesitated at the lake.
Yeah, I know.
Because she was second guessing going into the water.
I had to guess about that, but yes, I agree. That is definitely a good one.
Right. Well, she rolls onto the bed and just kind of buries her face into like the sheets. And she says something, but it is completely and totally muffled. I'm not even going to attempt to like make that. She just mumbles something that's completely muffled.
Pardon?
She mumbles it, but louder. It's completely muffled by the blankets.
If you don't want me to hear it, that's fine.
She's gonna push herself up and just go, "I don't have the energy for this place." And then she's gonna just flop back onto the bed.
No, things are wearing thin. But can't give up. We have to be better than all the threats that are out there. No matter how impossible they seem. We made a promise for both of us to make it out, did we not?
At that, Kiria's gonna roll over onto her side and just go, yes. Yes, we did.
And how are you going to make that promise a reality? You hear in your head, Branford.
Ignoring that.
You can't even protect yourself, let alone her.
Ignoring that.
Coward.
It will seem difficult for a while. But we've overcome so far. And I'm sure we shall continue to do that.
At that, I think Carrie would kind of push herself up. And look over at him and nod. She kind of shuffles her feet a little. Before, like, just kind of debating flopping back onto the bed. She just sighs and looks out towards the window and just goes, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure we keep this promise. It's tiring sometimes.
Believe me, I'm quite aware. There's always those nagging thoughts.
At that,
Oops, sorry.
I think at that, Kiria's just gonna nod a couple times. Just gonna listen to him though.
But I'm always going to be a man of my word. We will make it out of here. We will.
I think
With
at
every
that,
ounce of strength I have.
oh, that's so precious. I think at that, Carrie would smile and kind of relax a little bit. For sure. Yeah, she'd definitely start relaxing.
Brandon just turns to look out the window. I do hope the rain lets up. Lest I don't want my new attire to be christened in Barovian rain.
It continues to rain, and droplets hit the windows. The pittering and pattering of rain continues down. And with that, what's everyone else up to?
Arlen finishing his sword after sharpening and cleaning it up. He'll go ahead and sheath it. Looking long and hard at the hilt. It's like angel wings.
Mm-hmm.
Before looking over at Raven. Don't drink too much this time.
Raven pushed down his mug as he was mid-drink. I don't know. We got here hour early in the morning.
As long as you understand that.
Don't worry. I can be responsible at times.
You actually see him visibly balk at that idea. Before he looks like make sure you get some sleep. A rested warrior's a sharp warrior.
No, I'm not worried about getting rest. As long as I can meditate or anything in my book, I'll be fine. So that's not of concern. But thanks.
Makes me wonder the long-term effects of booze if you don't sleep.
I will validate the consequences of it then for some unrestful nights. Raven kinda shivers at the thought of the nightmares.
We all have the darkness we have to deal with. But so long as it doesn't put others in danger, I cannot condemn it. Or tell you off over it. He says with kind of a dismissive shrug.
We all have our demons that we deal with.
Arlen will slowly nod. Understanding that all too well. Some he'll reply, some more than others. He says as he looks at his hands.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Arlen.
Oh no. He then slowly stands up, looks to Irina. Get yourself some sleep too. Before he turns on his heels and makes his way up to his room. And there he will find a nice spot and sleep because he is tired.
She nods and will go to sleep shortly.
after Orlin goes upstairs, Raven finishes his drink, gets up, tells Irina, yeah, make sure you actually get some sleep. You will actually train with Orlin. Can't imagine if you're sure. And Raven proceeds to go upstairs, find corner, and meditates with book.
Okay. Alrighty. Arlen. You went to
Hi.
sleep, right?
Yes.
Okay. Your
Can't just
dreams.
Stay up drunk all night like Raven.
Your dreams are restless.
Of course.
You hear the spirits are loud within your ears. Get him. Murderers. Cheaters. Liars. Serve our vengeance. You wake up outside of your room.
Arlen's gonna quickly try to get a good figure out of where he is. His bearings, that's the word I was looking for. English hard.
Yes. You see yourself in front of a very you find yourself in front of the burgomaster's estate.
Gonna look up at it and look down at himself, see if everything's on him.
Your sword is out. But not
Is there-
touched with blood.
Okay. He's gonna sigh almost a relief that it's not bloodied and sheath it.
While you're doing that, you hear the crack of a branch behind you.
Quickly turn around.
There's nothing there.
Are the spirits silent at this point?
No, they're quite loud, drumming in your ear.
Everyone is really not liking this at all. So
In
he's
fact,
gonna-
they are in unison for once. Angel of Vengeance. They keep calling you that.
Arlen's gonna kind of put his hand to his forehead, trying to push them, silence them. Calm. I can do nothing now. Trying to get a hold of himself again.
Make a wisdom save.
Alright. Oh, wisdom. Oh, yes, my best stat. Let's go.
Oh.
Womp, womp,
Of course.
womp.
I told you it was my best stat.
Okay. Well, you are unable to silence them. They are louder and chanting evermore, drumming it hard into your brain. Into your very soul, it seems like.
to take the deepest breath he can, not even looking where he's going. He's going to turn away from the manor and just run through the street, trying to get as far away. Maybe that'll calm them down, quiet them at least.
You continue to run, and you run through, and you get a pretty fair distance. You're now over in this area. Into the town center, or like the fairground area that you guys were previously at. You catch your breath as the screaming of the spirits do not cease. And you hear something behind you. What you on about?
Arlen will slowly lower his hand from his forehead and turn just enough to see him through the corner of his good eye.
You see a guard with a halberd.
Arlen's gonna smirk.
Or, not a halberd, a glaive. That's probably the better one to use. Yep.
Arlen is gonna smirk and look over at him. I wouldn't worry too much.
Right. What you doing out at night? Don't you know there's a curfew?
Arlen will just slowly shake his head. Not at all. Not from here.
Let's see. It says, I've seen you
no.
around. You've been here.
Been here for a couple days, but no one's told me anything about a curfew.
Right, no funny business. And he points his glaive at you.
Arlen will kind of take a half step back. I really don't suggest that.
You're coming with me.
Or the better idea, one that saves both of us a lot of heartache and misery and extra paperwork, is I simply go back to my inn and we act like we didn't see each other. He's trying to convince him.
Alright, roll. Or are you going to go in... How are you trying to convince him, I guess? Are you going to bribe him? Are you going to try to persuade him?
He's trying very hard to persuade him that it's just not worth the extra effort. That he
Okay.
can just pretty much stay where he's at, on his guard, not have to go anywhere. And they can just go their merry separate ways. So here we go.
Okay, I wish you luck.
It's not horrible, not great, but not horrible, since I have a 10.
Yeah, that's not bad. The guard ponders. You're going to go right back. You understand me? And if I catch you again, there's going to be worse than you just taking a night in the Salama.
I believe we have an understanding.
Good. Get out of here.
He'll just take off towards the end.
Okay.
So when he makes it there, he'll go back to his room.
I'll let you have another wisdom save to try and calm the spirits.
Oh god. Alright.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Oof.
Dude.
Arlen is not a wise guy right now, alright?
Dude.
Mm.
Hey, Bradford, you want to lend me some wisdom points?
I ain't the guy to be asking that for.
Or your wizard, your info.
I mean, I do have proficiency in wisdom saves, but anyway.
Unfortunately for you, your sleep is troubled for the rest of the night. You wake up constantly fearing that you will be not where you laid your head for the rest of the night. You, when you wake, you will be fatigued.
Oh, yay.
Let's see. Who else? Yes. Raven.
Yes.
How drunk did you get at the inn?
Thinking it was only like 2, maybe. Yeah, like 2 mugs.
Okay. So you're pleasantly drunk, not shit-faced.
Yeah, nowhere near sufficient.
Okay.
Absolutely nowhere near that.
Yeah. This is what people would call buzzed.
Yes.
Okay. So, Raven.
Yes.
You hear a voice in your head. You've been in town 2 days and you haven't done a single thing for me.
Raven looks up from the book. Says. Can't exactly go out on my own to gather my own ventures to help you at the moment.
You made a promise, and I have already fulfilled my end. Don't disappoint me. And you can feel your burnt hand alit with fire. And this hurts. You're physically hurting, Raven. And you can feel the char, like, you know how if you have like a burnt log, and that there are like embers that are still lit on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Your
Ugh.
veins light up like a charcoal log. And you can feel the burning. And it hurts you. I have the power to take it all away.
During the burning, Raven grips his hand with our hand and grits his teeth, trying to suppress any old grunts and of pain that it's having right now. As soon as he tolerates just a little bit, he talks to him. I understand, and it's a promise I will keep. You
You-
can sure I won't disappoint you. Now, can you stop with the burning?
You hear a laugh as your arm cools. I'm glad you understand. Don't disappoint me. And Raven, you see in your book a new spell.
I understand the spell and know it.
You don't seem to understand it yet.
Yes.
My... You will be rewarded should you actually complete what you've been told. You cannot recognize this handwriting or this writing. It's in a language unknown to you.
Yeah. After the pain stop, Raven drops his arm down to the ground and goes from heavy breathing to regular breathing.
You mean breathing.
Breathing. Sorry, I can't pronounce words sometimes.
That's fine. It was just that it sounded like a
Oh.
something else, and I'm like, okay,
Okay.
are we sure here?
Breathing. Yeah, I can't. I'm just gonna stop.
Respiration.
Respiration.
Yes. Respiration, I can say that. Uh, oh, wait, is the boy still there or they leave?
You're not sure.
Wait.
They're not talking to you if it means anything right now.
Okay. Mm, went after the burning and once Raven's calmed down, uh, he says, well, he takes a huff and says, "Got to get this done somehow, quickly. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I don't plan on getting my arm burned like that again." And then he slumps his head back to the wall. And just stays there for about 10 minutes before he goes back to reading his book. But he doesn't forget the sensation of the burning. He'll never forget it. Kind of the fear he has with the sock.
Which would you rather prefer? This or the sock?
Honestly, the sock.
Okay.
I know how to deal with the sock. I don't know I don't know how to deal with him. He he can put my arm whenever he chooses, or it chooses,
Mm-hmm.
or possibly end my life,
Possible.
or do something else. God knows. Maybe it's in quite a predicament.
Yeah. You are indeed. Who knows how you're going to get out of it? So, for the others, Kyria. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. You have another dream. And this dream is actually, or more accurately, strange to you. Strange in that it's not horrific in any sense of the way. You just remember you are remembering a time where you spent with an old woman that you called grandma. And that she was teaching you various things about the world, nature, among other things. And you wake up in the morning, refreshed and ready to take on the day. Now, Branford,
Yep.
you have a very unusual dream. You dream you dream that you are standing next to a young girl. You can find that bastard in the monastery. Do you know it's him? Yes, I can't forget that voice. I want to see him dead, just as much as you do. Of course, Lady Wachter. We shall see how this goes. And you wake up. You find the book in front of you, open.
Oh. That book.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Closes it immediately.
Out of
And
curiosity,
so,
that crystal orb thing that you have, where
Yeah.
is it?
I believe he has a sack that he got from a shop near the beginning of the campaign. I imagine he keeps it in there.
Okay. All right. That's a very unusual thing to go and put into a sack, but okay.
This is an unusual place. What do you want? What do you want me to? What do you want me to do? Have it in Fushigi it out all the time?
No, but I just find it weird that it is in a sack full of probably other stuff, and it's a glass orb.
It's not like he has like a velvet pillow to carry it on. Like, you gotta use what you got. As much as he would love to put it on a velvet pillow.
Fair enough.
Gotta utilize what you got. Normally if all the other previous focuses were carried by any sort of like servants whenever he was practicing. So like this is, different. Gotta do with what you can.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's yeah.
Fair enough. All right. So, you go back to sleep, and the rest of your sleep is. Let's find out how eventful it is.
Oh.
Okay. Well, Branford, you feel as you sleep, you feel the chains jingle on your hand and arm. Good evening, Branford. Oh, come now. Must you ignore me always?
When you're as unhelpful as ever, yes.
I am not unhelpful.
You're unwelcoming at most.
You didn't say that when you used my powers previously. In fact, they were quite needed, as I recall.
Situations change. About as much as the seasons.
What? Now that I am not useful to you? Or is that what you think?
Oh. Do not take my words incorrectly. You are incredibly useful, but when you approach me as cold and ruthlessly as you previously have, it does not make me want to engage in such acts.
And here I thought you liked the realist.
There's a difference between being realistic and being simply nihilistic.
I think you forget what this place is. But
I want to forget. That's why I want to leave.
it's not that simple. You have no idea what you need to do to leave.
I'll figure it out.
Perhaps I could. And you see in the brain the chains coiling between point A and point B on a map. Connect the dots.
In what way?
Give you an answer that you're looking for.
Brentford takes a beat to think, weighing his options.
Do you have a price again?
I do, but this is one that you would find. This is one that you will find acceptable, I think. I wish for one of the spirits under your command.
Spirits?
And you see your 3 soldiers spawn behind you, kneeling. Tied to the chain that binds you. Yes.
Right. And what would you have of them?
That is for that is for me to know. And for you to not worry about.
Fine. I do not use them anyway. At least not very often.
You see the one get wrapped in chains, and then it's gone. You are now down to 2.
Okay.
Excellent. Now, you may ask a question, and I will answer it.
I don't want to get information I already know.
Oh, come now. You know that I know more than meets the chain. Ask your question.
Are you in a hurry? That's not my question. Let me
No.
think.
You have all the time in the world.
How do we protect Irina Goliana?
An interesting question. One I was not expecting. There's multiple answers to that.
you suggest? Since you know beyond the chain.
Let me ask this question. How do you want to protect her? Who do you want to protect her from?
I wish to protect her from Strahd von Zarevich. Get her a safe distance away. Somewhere where he cannot lay a finger on her.
Then she must leave Barovia. Or die.
I see.
Are you... Those are the most permanent solutions. Or are you looking for temporary ones?
I'm not one for temporary solutions. I wish to see things done correctly and thoroughly.
Then, making her leave Barovia is the only way. Death here is, in fact, only temporary.
In what way?
That's another question.
You're right.
Another servant, perhaps?
How about instead a different question for the same one?
For the one that he consumed already.
No. For the one that he's asking for now.
Okay.
Sorry, I worded that weird.
Yes.
My bad.
Sorry. It's all good. I'm just trying to understand. Of course. You do make the rules.
Is there a way to leave Barovia other than with the permission of the Lord?
Yes.
How so?
If there is no Lord, you may leave.
I assume the other spirit is consumed.
Mm-hmm. And to answer a bit more into your other question that you've asked before, as I've stated, death is only temporary. Your friend, Irina, may be free for a century or two. But she'll be damned to be back here again, eventually.
I see. Curse of red hair.
It's more than that. but fitting all the same.
I have a final question.
And you have one final soul.
How do I rid myself of you?
Why would you want to? And he consumes the soul and says, by denying my gifts fully and completely.
I see.
You must deny me with all your will. No matter what is promised, no matter what you do. But there is a time of no return. Should you cross that, even denying me won't help you.
I take it this counts as one of your gifts.
Me answering these questions? Perhaps, perhaps not. But that's a different question. And you have no more to provide.
Do not answer. For a pay I cannot pay.
You know how to get more. You already have those gifts. Should you choose to use them. This was a lovely time. And you hear the chained one get up and his chains jingling on the floor. But it is time for you to wake. And when you wake, it is morning.
Okay.
Or what passes for morning in Barovia.
Of course.
All right. Do we want to call it here, or would you guys like to continue a little bit more?
I'm good to keep going.
Okay, how's everyone else feeling?
I mean, personally, I think that's a wonderful point to stop. But if the majority wants to continue, I'm down.
I mean, this is a great point to stop. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless we want to start a whole new day and end it abruptly, then I say we end it as well.
I abstain.
That's how this works, man.
I think this is a perfect spot, to be honest.
Sorry, Pella.
That's okay. I'm getting used to it.
To be fair, we have been on for about 3 hours. This is about where we normally stop.
True.
Mm.
Anyway, I have to go and share this. I love this comment. Anything is possible. Just don't trout yourself. I
Yeah, that
love
was
this.
good.
That was really
That was
good.
good.
That was really good. Be proud. Be proud. Be proud in that fishy way.
Peace.
Alrighty. So let's go find someone to go and raid. Do. So what's everyone feeling? Do we want to continue the D&D?
Works.
I mean, that's to be what we
Yeah,
normally do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fair.
That's a fair one? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in the old skin here. Let's see. We got what looks to be some Spelljammer. We got the Forever Sleeping City. Session 0. Ooh, it's a Session 0. I love Session 0s. Where we get to hear all the character stuff. We're rating this one. I don't care. This is the choice.
Fair enough. You're the boss.
Yeah, it's your channel. It's what
Has been decided.
Yes. We're going to be rating Unwanted Shadow. So we're going to go and do the Penguin Family Raid. If you have access to the sweet emotes that Red Orion has done, go ahead and spam them out as we go and do the raid here. And if you don't have access to it, just go and do the Penguin Family Raid that I have down below here. Thank you so much. Alright, so last things, I have my not Curse of Strahd, the Call of Cthulhu game halfway done. I am working on evidence, and then I'll be trying to go and get the cast together for whenever it goes and starts happening.
nice.
Yes. I love when I have the whole outline done and most of the evidence written up. It just needs to go and become nice looking evidence.
Dress it up. Make it look
Jeez.
pretty.
Yep, gotta make it look pretty. Gotta make it look real. And as for what era of Call of Cthulhu, it's modern. Yeah. It's modern day with Google. No, we just raided. Boop-a-doo.